Chainsaw Man Episode 4. Definitely some surprises in this episode. So in the aftermath, we get to see that both Power and Maui lives, and now Denji gets his ultimate goal. However, the victory was kind of lived short. This is where a devil comes and actually takes off Denji's hand. This ends up being the Leech Devil, which actually was a partner of the Bat Devil, and it's kind of like confusing. So these devils can have partners and so on. I don't know. I kind of think it's an interesting lore drop. But so far, I felt like this is one of the better fights that we've seen. Denji actually looks really crazy. He's fighting with minimal power. He really needs blood throughout this. He's missing an arm, and practically most of his change level is retracted, so it's only like the top part barely coming out. Well, it's probably one of the better fights. Denji doesn't exactly win this one. He ends up getting skewered by the tongue of the devil, and as he was about to get ate, this is where Aki does something very surprising. He's just out on the spot, out of nowhere. He starts doing this hand sign, and he says, Khan. This is when this giant dog devil thing ends up eating the Leech Devil, which we actually get to learn in this episode that these devil hunters get to make contracts with devils by giving parts of their body away to them. So I actually find it a good idea for them to save up this little piece that they can actually sign contracts with devils. Instead of us getting this bunch of lore just dropped on top of us, we're slowly getting to see new things. I'd rather it be like this because we always have something new to kind of be excited about. Now, pretty much with the aftermath of the big accident, we get to see Denji talk to Aki, and it's about what happened. They absolutely messed up. They went out of their parameters and they kind of walked off. And we get to see Denji actually bat for power rather than throwing her under the bus. Because what she did is technically she betrayed him, but Denji can actually see why she did it. Like, emotionally, he can put himself in the same shoes as her. The most surprising thing about this is Aki, who is very serious and very strict, ends up being the one to fight for them and take up their side. But it's with this request that Denji is going to do as he says, and he's going to follow his orders. But we all know that Denji is Denji, and deep down, Aki actually saw something after he heard all those good things, which we get to see. All those people that Denji helped, he actually did a good thing. Something I feel like that needs to be talked about is Aki has a very bad history, especially with devils. When we really think about it, his family died to this. That's the reason he's kind of mean towards power, he's kind of mean to Denji, is because of this. But slowly, you can kind of see a little something in him is opening up, especially after he heard the good things that Denji has done. As for finale, it's quite something else. So power officially gets moved into the household of Aki and Denji, which is wild, along with Miawi, of course. Not only that, but Denji finally gets his wish true, which we are probably going to see in the following episode. With all that, I rate this episode a 9.4. Now, as I'm rewatching this first season, what I see is a lot of resemblance to Jujutsu Kaisen, which is not a bad thing. It just feels like there's two different things missing from both, and I feel like if you combined both of them, they'd be so much more perfect. And I know that is very controversial to say. This is still a really awesome series, and in some ways, whenever I'm comparing it, this feels like the darker version, which in a way just makes me much happier. I want to know what you guys' thoughts are on Chainsaw Man Episode 4. Hope you guys stay safe. Until next time, peace out, guys.